All right, guys, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about the Nissan 400Z and my thoughts on it. And in this video, I'm going to go over my thoughts, and I'm going to tell you a couple of other things as you'll see now, which is the video outline. I'm going to talk about my thoughts, which just includes pretty much the styling and what I think of the car, obviously. And then the pricing and specs, which is pretty self-explanatory, which is the pricing and specs. And then what this will mean for Nissan. So will this car affect Nissan in any way, shape, or form, whether it's good or bad? So, of course, we're going to go ahead and start off with my thoughts on the car, as you can see. So, first of all, let's talk about the styling. I really like the way this car looks. It looks like a very nice, sleek sports car. It looks way better, in my opinion, than the 350Z and the 370Z. But that huge kind of rectangular grille, it just doesn't look right. That's the only demerit to this car. Other than that, other than the grille, everything looks just nice. And even the rear, and it kind of looks like a nice vintage kind of, retro car. And I really like that about the 370Z. It's a very nice, it's a very attractive car, and that's pretty much all of my thoughts on the 370Z. Moving on to the pricing and specs. So here are the pricing and specs. These are all estimates. So these are not the, official cost. It might be a little bit more, it might be a little less. Like the base estimate is 45,000. It might start at 46 or 47,000, or it might start at 42 or 43,000. We're not really sure yet. This is just a rough estimate, so just take this with a grain of salt, I guess. So the base model starts at 45,000. Again, just an estimate. The premium, which is the step above the base, obviously starts at 48,000. The track starts at 50,000, and the top of the line Nismo starts at 53,000. Now, where these estimates come from is obviously from the previous 370Z. Then they just took that, they took the base price of that, and then they also researched the base prices of all of the other competitors, such as the Supra and other vehicles like that, the Z4, and they just kind of estimated the prices there, and the estimate came out to about 45 to 53,000. Now, these are the specs of the car, so we're going to talk about the engine and transmission, and I will read this out loud to you. The lower-end 400Z models are expected to receive the 300 horsepower 3-liter from the Infiniti Q60, while the top-of-the-line Nismo will likely get the 400 horsepower version of that same engine, found only in the Q60 Red Sport. So, because this is a lighter vehicle than the Q60 and the Q60 Red Sport, it'll most likely be faster, but 0 to 60 times are not known for this car, so unless somebody has tested this car, you can link that in the comments, but I have not been able to find any official or, just kind of 0 to 60 times for this car. And so that is the engine that you'll most likely get. If you buy a 400Z, you'll either get a 300 horsepower or a 400 horsepower V6 found in the Infiniti Q60. And for the transmissions, you're going to get a 6-speed manual for the base. That's what it's going to come with. And obviously, you can get the 7-speed automatic. That is an option. But again, 6-speed for the base models. That is if you get no features, no options, just pure car, and that would be like the $45,000 version of that car, just 6-speed manual, but like I just said, 7-speed auto is also an option. Now, what will this mean for Nissan? Let's go ahead and talk about that now. Although I like this car, I think it's a very nice car. I think it's a very, attractive car. I really like the way this car looks, and I think it'll be a good sports car. I don't think it'll be a good car for Nissan itself. And the reason I don't think this will be a good car for Nissan is simply because, well, it's Nissan. Not a lot of people are buying Nissans in the first place. In fact, their market shares dropped, I believe, like 5% over the last few years. Not a lot of people are buying Nissans. They're finding out how bad their quality is, and they're going for Toyota, Honda. So, unfortunately, not a lot of people are buying Nissans in general, whether it's the Rogue, the Sentra, the Ultima, whatever it is. They're not buying Nissans. And then you factor in the fact that everybody wants SUVs, and pretty much every brand is going into a carless future. They're only building SUVs and trucks, meaning that Nissan adding a sports car probably isn't the best idea, as well, nobody's going to buy it. In fact, from 2015 to 2019, Nissan only sold 22,000 370Zs, and of course that goes for other sports cars, whether it's just Z4 or the Super or whatever. They're just not selling a lot of 370Zs. Like I said, they only sold 22,000. To put that into perspective, Toyota sells about 22,000 RAV4s in about a week, and Nissan is selling 22,000 370Zs in 5 years. These cars just don't have a huge demand anymore, and for Nissan to come back here and try to re-enter this segment after they failed and failed and failed again, and they're going to re-enter it, that just shows that Nissan, this just won't be a very good car for Nissan. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this very short video of my thoughts on the Nissan 400Z. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you liked this video, and I will see you in the next video.